Starting with the solar wind. The purple and yellow lines, plasma speed and density, have variation together at the right side of the chart early this morning. That's the weak CME impact, and indeed, it was so weak it didn't even produce geomagnetic storm conditions, just a touch of instability in the field. On the GOES X-ray flux, you can see we had some bigger M-class flares, a double hump event, and an M8.6 just a bit ago that nearly hit X-class. The first of those was more relevant, and we'll watch it here. First in 131 angstroms to see the double burst of light from the flare, departing shots from the active region. In 171 angstroms, we can see not only the eruptions, but the aftermath in the local magnetic field arches as plasma repopulates the area and the disruption tries to restabilize. We'll watch it one more time in 193 angstroms, and we have eyes on the rippling effect through the corona that occurred with the first of the two eruptions. That ripple was once again the signal of a strong CME, and coronagraphs show it had a very wide burst. Once again, not something scary, but this is also wide enough it has a good chance of impacting the Earth in the coming days. Then, as it was departing, the impulsive flare at M8 occurred, now far enough turned away that it's no longer an Earth-directed eruption threat. Goodbye, little guy. Two other things to note on our star. Coming off the south is a huge solar tornado. This isn't a space weather concern, but it is gorgeous to see. Little coronal cavity on the end of it as well, standing 8 or 9 Earths tall off the south polar crown. We also have a fairly impressive sunspot group entering center disk. This one is not only large, but it has beta, gamma, delta magnetic class, which usually means high flare potential. Beta means it has both positive and negative polarity aspects. Gamma means you can't separate those polarities with a single continuous line. Red negative is split. And delta means positive and negative are closely interacting, and that's usually the flare zone. But thus far it hasn't produced much of anything. However, that magnetism does require our eye today. We should also be expecting coronal hole impacts in the coming days from both the southern opening and the newer ones incoming on the north. Definitely going to be more to discuss here in the coming days.